Hello everyone, I'm Mark Sane and welcome to Sane Investment Solutions. Please take a moment to pause this video and review the following disclaimer. Thank you for that. Welcome to week 24 of the Forex market review. Today we're going to look at a few charts to see what's happening. We had no trades confirmed last week and hopefully some of these trades may confirm this week. Let's jump straight to the charts. The first pair we're looking at last week and we're still looking at today is the Euro Aussie. And we wanted to see it pull down, then have a bit of a pullback, look for some entry level, and then look for another push back lower. However, it's just continued to fall without giving us that indication that it's pulled back enough. The areas that we're looking at getting out were roughly down around about these levels. This was the initial DSR zone and it has already reached that. So at this stage, I'm still a bit cautious whether or not I want to continue with the trade or whether or not I'll look for another better entry against either the Euro or the Aussie. Also, as you can see, we can see the stochastic is now way oversold and it's probably going to be a bit of a test of a rebound. But if it can push back up into this target area here, we'd probably look at a selling opportunity again. Down on the 4-hour chart, we still have our divergence with our higher high in price as price steps up, and our lower AO as price AO steps down. So here's the pullback lower. It's now hit the 200 EMA line on the 4-hour chart, so that's going to definitely be some support area there. And on the 1-hour chart, we really wanted to see it pull down and this bit pullback, come and retest this 1-hour 200 EMA line and then look for another pushback lower, but that hasn't occurred. If we grab our Fibonacci Retracement tool, what we need to see a minimum of 38.2%, and as we can see, it only pulled back just past the 23.6. And now that it's made the step back lower with divergence against us, it's definitely inkling it's going to be going back higher. The reason why I really want to see it step back up into this zone up here and then look for another selling opportunity. But to do that, I also want to see this entire move based on a 4-hour chart come back. So we want to see this push back to 38.2 based on the 4-hour chart now. See the stochastic come overbought, which it's about to, and see this AO come back to zero line, which it still has to. And once all that confirms, then I'll be looking at a selling opportunity. Back down to this lows again would be my exit point for 1 for 2 if possible. Another pair we're looking at is the Euro Pound. Here you can see on the 4-hour chart we still have divergence. We have this stepping up in price as the AO is stepping down, and between the high peak here and here and here and here we still have divergence back to zero line, so it's clear divergence. But with the pound possibly finding support now, hopefully after the elections are over, pound having a bit of disappointing few hours because the margin wasn't as significant as they expected it to be in Parliament. Hopefully, but it will find some support, which will then see this weaken further. I really need to see it weaken a little bit further, maybe have a little push back down and then a pullback, then looking for a selling opportunity. And if we can get that, then we can look at selling the Euro against the pound. Euro USD is another pair. Come back, finding some support around this DSR zone here is where I'll want to pull back to. If it can get there, then I'll be looking for a pullback. So at this stage, we do have our divergence with price going higher and the AO stepping back lower, clear because it's come back below the line. So that confirms for me, but it just hasn't fallen enough for my liking. So if we can have this pull back just a little bit more, maybe even give us some divergence, then I'd be looking at a higher time frame entry with a pullback up to these levels here based on the 4-hour chart, and we probably could see it, if it got down to those levels, pulling back up to here and finding some support and then pushing back lower and hopefully getting out before this 4-hour 200 EMA line. Sitting above the line, it's still a bullish trend, and on a daily chart it's still definitely a bullish trend on the euro. So if any weakness occurs, it's not probably going to fall much lower than down to these levels down here, which would probably line up to this daily 200 EMA line as it slowly creeps higher. So definitely don't look to pushing it too much lower below these levels, because very likely this AO will come back to zero line. You'll do a wave 4 on a daily chart and push back higher for new highs and retest these highs up here. And that's based on a daily time frame. But at the moment, we're just looking for a short-term trend down using the 4-hour divergence. USD yen, we can see it's been weak for some time. We're seeing it step up for its wave 3 and then come back for wave 4. This looks like it could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a shorter time frame as it steps up for its wave 5 on the daily chart. So on the 4-hour chart, we can see divergence. There definitely looks like the downtrend is over and the US dollar may find some strength over the next few weeks. Still would like it to push maybe a little bit higher. Probably wanted to see the same, similar as the Euro USD, see it push back up and give us some divergence. And if we can get that divergence, that would be a good position just to take it back on a higher time frame. Just hasn't pushed up enough for me. I really would have liked it to push up to this 4-hour 200 EMA line before having this pullback, but that hasn't occurred. So if it can push up there first, I'd be happy with that. And then looking at this entire move, wanting to come back and find some support at this DSR zone, and then looking at entry for another push back up higher. If you're wondering where to get this DSR zone, I've mentioned it for quite a few videos. Please, it's very easy to get. Just jump to our website and go into the training courses section. And then under the training courses section, you can go down to the DSR indicator, click on there and go to our partner and buy it. Now just remember, these prices are in US dollars, so you'll just need to account for any conversion fees into your own currency that you're trading. And the last pair I just want to follow is the WS30, which is the US stock chart. So it's starting to look, we've got some weakness. It's been stepping up for a very long time, and as it stepped up higher and higher, we continue to see divergence on the larger time frame. So because we have it on a large time frame, that's great, but we mainly like to see it just on the 4-hour. That's the minimum we like to see. And as you can see, it's stepping up and giving us divergence as well on the 4-hour chart. Clear because it's come back below the line before going higher and giving us a lower AO. So now that we have that all set up, it will be great to see it push back lower, come down, and then retest some resistance areas, and then we can look at taking an entry and pushing it back down to initially these areas down here is where we'd like to consider getting out, which will be also this daily 200 EMA line, or sorry, the 4-hour 200 EMA line. So just keep note of that if you're looking at taking this trend and trying to make your 1 for 2 down to this support area here. So thank you for that. That was week 24 of the Forex market review. We hope you enjoy these sessions. Remember, always look for support and resistance lines, because they'll give you an idea of where you want to get into the market and get out of the market with a better probability of it going to your distance, or hopefully reversing as you get into the trade and you're not risking too much money in a position. Please follow your own trading plan. Please seek your own professional advice with anything. This is just general advice only, but here at Sane Investment Solutions, we do wish you all the best in your success. Take care. Bye-bye.